Okay, so we are here at your chart. Mrs. Few important points that we are going to discuss right now in your chart. Okay, the first is a career. Now, this is very interesting. The second is the house that you wish to sell. All right. The third is, of course, your mother's health. And finally, very important, your child's international tour or trip towards education, and finally, settlement of your child in a foreign land. Past life. Yeah, I know. I understand that in a lot of videos you have been listening to this past life thing. So, top five kar lete hain. The last one says about past life. So let's understand past life. First and foremost, I really do not subscribe to this whole past life thing that are going on in the YouTube world. Very simply because this past life thing cannot be verified or proved in any way. What if I tell you that you were a queen in the past life, or you were a wealthy or a poor woman? How will I verify it? Okay, because this is one of the things that I am really uncomfortable with. However, to know the past life, you have to understand the placement of Jupiter's previous sign. In the past life, Jupiter would be in your Lagna and confluencing with Saturn and Mars and Moon. Possibly, you were a male and had your own business in a house of movement, Mars and Moon, possibly in a transportation or some kind of vehicular business you were in. Okay, and since your moon is into Scorpio, a village, a small town, Saturn and Jupiter are confluencing and hence creating karma dharma pati yoga. Now, incidentally, your Jupiter is also retro in this lifetime also. Therefore, you have to complete few obligations towards your mother, towards your home, because Mars is involved. Bhumi. As a matter of fact, one of your question is regarding your property. So see, this is how you can connect, because your moon is into Scorpio connecting with Mars and Ketu. In your previous birth, you would have been killed or died because of some waterborne disease infection, probably in your liver or pancreas, something like that. And since Ketu is involved, it could be a cancerous thing. So this lifetime also, you have to be very careful with your kidney area, with your health. There are various nuances, but we are going to leave it at that and go straight into your first question, that is career. And you are asking very simple question. You have your job, but your institution or your job has shifted from Delhi, central part of Delhi, to Noida, which is very far from your home, and you have to commute a lot. Am I right? Yes. Okay. You have to commute a lot, and which is not possible in this age. And you have conveyed this to your bosses, and your bosses have given you some unique and fantastic, good proposals that you can work from home, and from time to time, whenever there is a meeting or there is an important discussion, you have to come down at least once a week. So, your question is very simple. Should you carry with this proposition, with this work from home and once visiting your office, or look for a new job? Jupiter and Saturn has to come in. Now, Devaguru Vishwanathan Jnanandang Sarvasiddham Brihaspati Namabhyaham Saumyam Buddhi Pradayakam. Use your Jupiter, and we will discuss how to use your Jupiter. And of course, karma question. The question is about a career. Nilanjanang Shantidang Cha Karmadang Nyay Karakam Shanischara Pranamabhyam Dukharta Ramochit. So whenever Saturn comes into Lagna or your first house, it starts giving both its good and bad result. However, since your Jupiter is retro, therefore Saturn and Jupiter are fighting or confluencing effectively, brilliantly. So there is a karma dharma pati yoga. But do not forget, Saturn will produce some delayed result, some mental tension. Now, this Jupiter and Saturn are also wonderfully conjuncting with Mars and Moon. Therefore, mental tension and lot of searching for something new. And Saturn will certainly not allow you to have a peace of mind and settle down in one career. Even though Your current career is excellent. So my advice is to you, as far as your career is concerned, stick with your current proposition of work from home and visiting your Noida office at least once a week. It is going to stay there for 2.5 years. Saturn is making it sure. Why am I saying this? Very simple. Ketu. Ketu will be coming into your sixth house, confluencing with Jupiter, your natal Jupiter. Therefore, Ketu is a kind of planet you can consider as a rock, big, heavy rock. Whenever it comes to your house, in your case, it's your career house, right? It is going to stay there for at least 18 months, and it makes a person stay in one place. You should stick to this firm. It is going to give you incredible result, and I think your popularity will rise effectively. Dharma varang chitrakayang mokshadang grahastamam ketu namami sarvagya papa vinasha karakam. Ketu is going to be giving you incredible result. However, be aware, Ketu is into your sixth house. You will have some problem in your health. About your home, will you be able to sell your home? Okay, the home is none other than, again, now this is very interesting. A lot of astrologers consider Mercury and Mars as home or property karaka. This is not entirely true. Saturn has to be there to make any movement as far as your home and property is concerned. If you want to sell your home, Surya or the government has to come in. Obviously, you have to register and go to the government, give it stamp, and all that things happen, right? So, Adityang Vishwanetrang cha tejo rupang haripriyam Surya namami sarveshang Roganashang Sukhpradam. Your Surya is coming into a very challenging and interesting good and bad mix area. So let's see, where is your Surya? So Saturn will be coming in your Lagna, confiding or conjuncting with Mars, property Karaka. Yes, you will be able to move or sell your house. Let's see the Jupiter movement. The Jupiter is into your fourth house, the house of assets, looking at Mercury and Surya. Mercury is communication, Surya is government, so obviously government communication, yani sale deed ho gaya, aapke registry ho gayi, and all that stuff. This is a confirmed, yes, you will be able to sell your house. Another part of this question was property ke liye, ki will you be able to buy a new house? The answer is yes. Why? Because again, Jupiter is confiding or confluencing with the new property karaka. Now here you are. Here's the confusion. New property karaka is Mercury, old land is Mars, and the sale and buying of property or bhumi is Saturn. So you will be able to buy a new property. That's for sure, because Mercury is getting its aspect from seventh aspects from Jupiter. Deva Gurung Vishwanathang Jnanadang Sarvasiddham Brihaspati Namamyabham Sopya Buddhi Pradayakam. Guru is giving excellent aspect to Mercury. Buddhidang Vakpradang Shantang Sommerupang Chaturbhujam Buddhang Namami Sarvagyang Vyapar Sukhadayakam. You will be gaining good from career as well as if you start your business, because Saturn and Jupiter are producing Karma Dharma Pati Yoga. Therefore, you will be also going into some sort of business, freelancing or work from home. We can consider it as business. Vyaparadayakam. Mercury is getting activated. About your mother. Okay. Now, Saturn has come into your Lagna and aspecting Mars and Moon, which are in Scorpio. That means your Moon is debilitated. You should be careful with your mother. No doubt about that. Although Ketu and Rahu are very far off, so there would be some trouble in your mother's health. Saturn is a karaka of muscles and joints. She might face trouble. However, Jupiter is coming into a very good place. Therefore, I don't think something huge or tension wala kuch hai. Just keep a very close watch And finally, your son's international trip towards his study or a career. Will he be able to settle down in his career abroad? Okay, sun, Surya has to get a very good aspect from Jupiter for any kind of movement regarding your first child. Okay, and the first child's education is Mercury, international travel. Moon has to be considered. So the answer is excellent time for your son, because Jupiter has come right into your 4th house, and your Sun and Mercury are into 10th, therefore direct 7th aspect confluation. Brilliant. Remember, जुपिटर का सबसे एक्सलेंट एस्पेक्ट होता है उसका 7th एस्पेक्ट, और वही एस्पेक्ट आपके सूर्य और मरकरी के ऊपर आ रहा है. आदित्यं विश्वनेत्रं च तेज रूपं हरिप्रियम सूर्य नमामि सर्वेश रोगनाशं सुखप्रदम. Yes, your child's education is now getting active from Jupiter. He will do excellently well, and this would be a right time to start his international travel. And it should start from 14th May, when Jupiter is traveling into your 4th house and aspecting Mercury and Surya. The education karaka of your Sun, Mercury is sitting with your Surya, that is Sun. So both are getting good aspects. So this is there will be big movement. But unless Jupiter moves into your 5th house with Saturn, there would be no actual movement of your Sun going abroad. However, after October or November or 2026, when Jupiter actually gets exalted in your 5th house, the house of your child, where there is Saturn, Shani Dev, and this is amazing. And Jupiter and Saturn, both of them together, will be aspecting Mars and the travel karaka Moon. Yes, next year your child is going abroad, and this will be because of Saturn, because Saturn is sitting in your chart's exalted Jupiter's position, that is in Cancer, and it will get activated next year. Amazing stuff for your Sun. So Nilanjanang Shantidang Chakarmadang Nyaya Karakam Shanischara Pranamaya Dukaharta Ramachyutam Nilanjana. I salute you, Shani, the one with the dark hue, the giver of peace, the bestower of results for action, the upholder of justice, and the remover of sorrows, the infallible one. Saturn is going to give you incredible result. Finally, will your Sun settle abroad? Good question. Let's see, the Sun, your natal Sun, is with Mercury in 10th house, just beside Moon and Mars and Venus. But it is confluencing with Jupiter and Ketu. No, he won't be settling abroad. He will be going long distance travel for his education. He may be working there, but I don't think he will be interested in taking a citizenship or green card, in a foreign land. He will be again and again attracted towards his motherland. Why? Because Jupiter and Ketu are aspecting Mercury and Saturn. Ketu makes you stick around. This is what is going to happen. So I hope I have answered all your queries. Let me know if you have more. For the time being, thank you very much. Jai Babe, Jai Guru, Jai Bhairo, Jai Ravan. And I will be switching off the video recording, but of course we will continue the discussion. It's been amazing. Your chart is excellent. The movement of all the planets are excellent. And I hope I have been able to answer your queries to your best satisfaction. Jai Bhairo, Jai Guru, Jai Babe. Bye-bye.